Let's see what's niggling Rev right now.
Because we're here.
Okay,
so
here we
as
go.
the quote in the screenshot says, what a way to start off a Monday. That's right, we have another example of a VTuber merch-related company completely imploding because they wanted to prioritize virtue signaling on social media.
Why are they like, oh, it's UK?
The need to a bunch of activists who are hounding one of their talents who they have now fired. And they fired this VTuber because they said the oh-so-crazy statement, among others, that men can't get periods. Yep,
wait, that's
that is something so controversial.
Wait, that's it?
And so damaging,
bro.
They were fired from this company, Waifu Wares. And not only did they bend the knee to these activists, they eventually lost their spine as well and have deleted all their related posts and gone private. They did all of this for nothing. They're basically...
That's what I mean. Like, if you're gonna stick by what you're doing, then stick by it. Like, why you gotta be such a pussy about it, you know? But I stick by anything I say. Like, there's people like, oh, like, remember you said this, Leaflit? I'm like, yeah, I stand by it. What about it? Like,
you know, Jellywig squared, right? They bend the knee, and then they chicken out, and they look absolutely terrible. Now, unfortunately, this is the subject of this harassment campaign. Yukiwaru, who's already gained hundreds of followers, and I'm sure after this video they're gonna gain a lot more as well.
Oh yeah.
And that's how this whole thing works, right? These VTubers
it's because people are so sick of this bullshit that anytime they see someone being bullied for just saying the truth, it's like people just want to support them. It's like it's how it is. People are so tired of it.
They get punished.
Is that 10K now? Hell yeah.
And everyone thinks that's going to squash their career, but it always has the opposite effect. The Streisand effect takes place and they gain a ton of support because it turns out the Looney Tunes on social media are not the average VTuber fan. It's the exact opposite, actually. And you would think this company would be grateful, especially a small company like Waifu Wares.
Yeah, I've seen a lot. So I was looking at Yukiwaru. And the only problem with Yukiwaru is that she plays League of Legends.
Who had a talent like Yuki here, who sold out their most recent shaker with the company. But nope, Waifu Wares thought otherwise. And as you can see from their description here, Waifu Wares is a UK-based company that sells waifu-related products at affordable prices. Yeah, UK-based company, more like UK soy company, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? But jokes aside, it's not too surprising when you look into this company because their mission states that they're not driven solely by profits. Yeah, clearly. You're also driven by activism and bending the knee to a bunch of people who are never going to support you in any sort of a tangible way whatsoever. And this is actually the VTuber who began the entire campaign against Yuki. Their name is Kat. This VTuber would make this post right here. Their name is Kat.
Why are they always like a demon?
Kat,
they're always some kind of demon, like every time.
Post right here, saying literally felt my stomach turn.
Oh my goodness, we've got a transphobe in chat, guys.
Watching through this video, ew. Never thought I'd see the day I get involved in drama publicly, but I feel actually sick to my stomach knowing I once called this person friend.
Oh no!
It was worth sharing as a PSA.
Oh no!
And what
my friend disagreed with me.
Video apparently exposing Yuki as some sort of terrible, awful person where they have these incredibly transphobic views. And guess what? This is a snapshot of the things she said. Brace yourselves. You're about to hear some really crazy statements.
Whatever, I'm ranting. I'm going.
All right, let's hear it.
Full unhinged right now.
Okay.
It's those men who are becoming women who say they get their periods. There was like a questionnaire of someone.
I recently saw a video. Did anybody see this video on X with the trans person that said they got graped? Did anybody see that? And they were like, these are my grape clothes. Oh my God, dude. Yeah, there's a video where this trans person was like, I just got graped. And so like, this is my grape outfit. And then they were like, look at my outfit. And they were like showing it off. And I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? And then like right after it, there was like this woman and she was like so fucking pissed because like she actually got graped. And she was like, bro, you know what? And she was like, you know what happens when you get graped? You go to the fucking police. And I was like, What the like, you don't go show off the clothes that you're wearing. You go to the fucking police. You know, it's just so weird, man.
The guy saying they get their periods, but they don't bleed. They just get like cramps and stuff. Fucking excuse me?
Hold on, is that real? Oh, hold on, that can't be real. Guys, I'm gonna look this up. Sorry. I had to disconnect my camera for this. True side effects of 2 different mechanisms in HRT causes this kind of thing. So you've got estradiol, I'm guessing it's just estrogen, affects gastric emptying time and intestinal transit. Exogenous estrogen shifts bile composition. So it causes that effect. It says here, because it undergoes first pass metabolism in the liver, which it's a hepatic processing that itself produces GI side effects, nausea being the classic one, but abdominal discomfort, bloating, and cramping do appear in clinical literature and in patient-reported outcomes. The bigger culprit, apparently, there's another thing. It's actually not estrogen. So the bigger culprit, apparently, is a medicine called spironolactone, which is a potassium-sparing diuretic that appears to have steroidal anti-androgens. And it's notorious for GI upset, nausea, cramping, and diarrhea. It irritates the gut in a subset of patients. And because it's almost always prescribed alongside oral estrogen, people reasonably attribute the cramps to the estrogen pills when the spironolactone is more likely the offender. The evidence for Spiro causing abdominal cramping specifically is scattered across case reports and side effect profiles rather than large dedicated RCTs. Okay, so there's actually a thing behind it. I mean, obviously it's not the same thing, but you know, they're not lying about that part. Yeah, I mean, the more you know. See, I'm not here to bullshit. I'm here to find out the truth. Okay. Yeah. It's because I was looking on my phone. That's why I was looking at my phone. When I look on my phone, I can't like I only have, so normally I have like multiple phones, but I only have one phone right now. So I'm sorry. Say sorry to the other AI. I'll apologize to her later. It's not a period. No, it's not. It's not. But okay, hear me out, okay? I'm trying to be fair here, okay? I know it's not the same as a period, but that's what they're trying to say. Do you see what I mean? They're basically attributing like those factors, like those side effects of the medication that they're taking. They're misattributing that to a period. Do you see what I mean? That's what's happening.
Fucking excuse me? As a girl, as a woman,
but yeah, it's not the same, obviously.
Who bleeds down there once a month is literally on birth control. These people are out here like, I identify as a girl, therefore I get my period and I can get pregnant.
Don't they also freeze V8? Okay, yeah. So that's like a completely different thing. That is true as well. That there were people that were freezing V8. Okay, if you're not aware of this, there was a trend of, I don't know if it's really a trend or if it's just a couple people. Like, I actually don't know. Again, I'm trying to be truthful and honest. I'm trying to like understand like what's actually happening, because that's how I am. Even if people don't agree with me, I try to find the truth. That's just me. So there was a subset of trans people that were freezing. They were making V8 popsicles, which is, if you don't know what V8 is, if you're not from America, V8 is vegetable juice that is primarily constituted of, is primarily made out of tomato juice. So they take thick tomato like juice and they make popsicles out of it, and then they stick it up their ass. Yeah. That was like an actual thing that was happening. Yeah. And it was because they were trying to like emulate, like having a period or whatever, right? I don't know. Anyway.
No, you fucking can't! You can't! Like, fall in love with whoever you want to fall in love with. But when you're in a pride parade and you're in full like BDSM dog wear and greeting kids, there's something wrong with you. If you're a teacher,
that's also true.
Teaching kids to be transgender, to transition, to be gay, to do that so young, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, growing up, I was a tomboy. Like, I thought I wanted to be a...
We can't have that anymore. I'm sorry. Tomboys are not allowed anymore, because that's don't you know how problematic that is?
Boy. I wanted
Don't
to be
you
like
know?
My cousin. My cousin was a boy, and I thought he was the fucking coolest. So I wanted to wear boy clothes like him. I wanted to have short hair. I wanted to do sports, like shit like that. I just wanted to be like him.
Yeah, and you know what, Ashtray, it's totally okay for you too. For you too, Ashtray.
Thought I actually wanted to be a boy. And you know, my younger sister, Sister Waru, copied everything I did. So therefore, she also thought she wanted to be a boy.
Mm-hmm.
If what is
Wait, how did you not get transed? How did did you just have like really high evasion? Like what the fuck happened there?
What's happening?
They
back
missed
then
the
when
skill
was a
shot, I
kid?
guess.
I probably would have been, I don't know, in some form of transforming as a child.
It didn't exist at the time. You lucked out.
I love being a girl.
Yeah, so this person feels sick to their stomach and has let go of their former friend because Yuki stated, among many things, that men can't get periods.
See, here's the thing though, is people wouldn't really be, or whatever, if all they said was like, yeah, you know, the medicine I take gives me stomach ache. Oh, fair enough, all right, you know? That's not really what they're saying though, which is like, I can see why people get irritated by it. I mean, it is kind of irritating.
That making being trans your entire personality is cringe, just like anything else.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
Also, that they should leave children alone and that teachers and other trusted
Big
adults
agree on
should
that.
not be trying to transition, aka groom.
That's not even transphobic, really. Because all she's saying is like, listen, if you want to do whatever you want, do whatever you want, leave the kids out of it and stop making shit up. Just accept where you're at and just be okay with it. Yeah, and like stop talking about it all the fucking time. Yeah, it's totally reasonable.
Minors, and also that she was a tomboy when she was raised, and she is thankful she was not raised in this current era where she might have been led into decisions she would later regret as someone who's very proud to be a girl. Now, of course, a lot of the replies are not going the original poster's way, saying, based, if you don't have a uterus, you can't get a period. Watch this video, no lie detected. How is it phobic? She's stating facts. Well, they're fact phobic. Okay. Streisand effect. Stop trying to destroy someone's career or character.
I don't get it. Like I don't understand. Like if you're trans and you want to like, you know, just do the thing. Like why you gotta be like, yeah, guys, I have a period too. Like who the fuck like who cares? You know what I mean? Like it's so weird. It's so weird to bullshit on that. And then try to like make it so that everybody agrees with you, like basically force it down people's throats. That's the part that people don't really like at all. Like I think you get most people at, listen, I just want to live my life the way I want to live it. I think most people will agree with you. They'll be like, okay, whatever. As long as like you stay out of the sports, you know, because there's a clear advantage. As long as you stay away from kids and you're not trying to like convert kids and stuff like that, then people generally don't care. Oh, you're gonna use like a gender neutral restroom or whatever. People don't care, right? It's when that's all they talk about. They talk about it constantly, and they're like, you will call me the thing, regardless of if I deserve it or not. Deserve. When I say deserve, I mean like that was a bad word. A better way to say it would be whether or not you have the perception of that, so it's easy for people to understand that. Because the thing is a lot of people, they would see a person and they'd be like, well, this is a dude because they look like a dude and they sound like a dude. And then they call them a dude and then they go fucking ape shit. They go like full on ape shit about it, right? It's like, well, I mean, if you look like a dude and you sound like a dude, everyone's going to think that. So like, why are you surprised about it? Why are you yelling at people? And the thing is even when people say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that, they still get mad. So there's where does anybody have to go but be like, okay, you know what? You're crazy. Fuck you. There's nowhere to go with it.
For them, just stating something factual. Just because your opinion disagrees with theirs doesn't mean...
No, well, the reason I didn't like the word deserve is because it's like a lot of... I'm gonna be real. A lot of these people aren't even... They're not even trying to like gain the perception of what they claim to want. They basically want I guess maybe I was right. Hold on, wait. Now that I think about it, maybe deserve is the right word. Maybe this is the right word. Yeah, basically, what I'm trying to say is that there are people who don't even try. They don't even attempt to like gain the perception that they wish that they had, and then they get upset when people don't give them that reaction, right? But then you're not entitled to anyone's reaction. Do you see what I'm saying? Like they're not even trying. So like, why should anyone respect it? Why should anyone respect that just because you exist and because you do the thing, right? It's kind of like, okay, let me give you like a good example. All right, if there was a person, right, that said, and this is like an actual thing. Okay, say there was a person that said, what do you do for your job? And you said, well, I take balls of dirt and I sell them, right? And it's like, if all you did was clump up the dirt into a ball and like that's it, nobody would respect you for that. But people do respect people who do really, really good at it. Have you guys seen that? Like the dirt ball people? They make like, it's called Dorodango. They make like these perfectly shiny like mud balls. And they're like perfectly round. Yeah, they're like shining like dirt balls. Yeah. And like people are like, wow, that's like so fucking cool, dude. Like what the hell? That looks so awesome, right? There's plenty of people that like that kind of stuff, right? The point that I'm saying is people appreciate when you put effort into a thing and then they respect you for that. But then like you can't say respect me first, respect me now, but then like you don't actually do anything that like anybody values. That's like the point I'm trying to make, basically, is that they demand like this weird sort of respect, really doing anything to earn it.
They're not allowed to have
it's entitled.
One. It sounds like they were only your friend when it was convenient for you. Are you genuinely effing insane? Do you have a link?
By the way, I mean that about everybody, by the way. If you go out in public, it's not even a trans thing. If you go out in public and you look like a dirty fucking hobo, then I'm going to assume that you smell like a dirty fucking hobo. I'm not going to be anywhere. I don't want to be anywhere near you. I'm going to assume that you've got some, I don't know, bubonic plague or something. You know, like, I mean, it's how it is, man.
I need a drop.
You know, it's how it is.
It's rare to find sane VTubers anymore. Most of them are virtue signaling hats like you. Now, of course, there's other people who disagree with the previous sentiment, saying a list of problematic topics that were raised, including going on a rant about how trans women don't get periods. Apparently that is problematic.
It's real or hormonal cramps. It's not the same thing, though. See, this is the issue. Like they say here, goes on a rant about how trans people don't get periods. They're real hormonal cramps. Even if that's true, that's not the same thing. Do you see what they're doing here? They're like basically equating two things that aren't even equal.
And well, it was enough to get them terminated. Among, you know, many other people complaining as well, but Waifu Wars bent the knee.
Leaf is genuine, dude. I'm trying to understand the truth of things. Like that's what I do. That's why I look things up. That's why I think about things a lot, because I'm like trying to understand like the mechanics of this world. So it's like people might not agree with me when I look into things and I find a result that they don't like, but that's kind of who I am. And I think some people do like that I do that.
Saying, what a start to a Monday. Just to reiterate, we do not support the use of AI art, nor do we support transphobia, with some of their rules. And yes, AI was also a part of this. You know how these Looney Tunes feel about AI art? They think it's literally worse than offing someone, right? So that was another part of it, but it was really the transphobia, the supposed transphobia, that they're really upset about. Now, of course, they don't directly mention her in this post, but it's very obvious based on the context. And also additional context like this, where a post tagged Waifu Wars, saying, you fired Yukiwaru for daring to say that men shouldn't have periods. And well, they untagged themselves from that post. They actually saw this and manually untagged themselves. Clearly,
trigger point.
Pretty affected by this. They didn't
annihilated.
Like this. They didn't like that their actions have been highlighted by users like this. But before they went down, they shared other classics like this, saying, I want Waifu Wares to be an inclusive and supportive community. Until you think the wrong way.
Yep.
Like I built this up for nearly 4 years to kind of preach those values. Business? You're supposed to be a business? Okay. I can't control actions of others, sadly, which
once you do that and you say, this isn't about the business, this is about values and preaching values, then what do you expect for people that don't agree with your values to be like, well, I'm not supporting you then? That's how I feel. I do that all the time.
Is very true. And then this person also says something true, saying, no, but you control how you react to them. All right, we're cooking. What's next?
Just put the fries in the fucking bag, dude. To be honest, I'm glad that they did this. I'm glad that these companies do this and they go mask off, because it just makes it very easy to know like who to not support, to be honest.
Proud to see this is how. Glad
they should
to
do
be
it
a part
more
of this wonderful company. Oh, again, they're just so close to understanding. Yes, you cannot control the actions of others, but you can control your own. The problem here is that Waifu Wares responded very embarrassingly to the actions of someone else. They bent the knee to a bunch of activists, whether it's in their company, which clearly they're not doing that much for them in the first place, or it's people who are not a part of the company.
Guys, I have a confession to make. The real reason I feel so tired is because I had a double burger today, and I'm like Oguri Cap right now.
Any potential customers who never had interest in the first place, and the people who might have been are completely disgusted by their reaction. But let's not overlook the reply to that statement by Waifu Wares, saying, I don't harbor any ill will to anyone. Everyone has their own views, and that's fine. I respect that. But when it comes to business, yada, 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 they can't support it. Yeah, they really do support other people's views until those views contradict their own. And when it comes to Yukiwaru's views, well, that's not something they can respect. And for the record, she doubled down, okay? She is not afraid of her beliefs. The VTuber who made the original call.
It's never worth it. Okay, even pragmatically, like even if your own intention is selfish, like even if you're like, I don't want people to be mad at me, it is never worth it to agree with the left, because it doesn't matter anyway. Even if you apologize to them, they'll never forget it. They'll never forget it. They'll bring it up every single time. Like anytime you get into any sort of drama or any sort of argument, they will resurrect this from the dead, like the fucking necromancer they are. They're gonna revive it from like 8 years in the past and then use it against you. These people, it's never worth it to give in to them, because there's no forgiveness anyway. So you might as well just say, I was right, too bad.
Out post shared a screenshot, a Discord screenshot here of a private message between the
talking
two,
to women,
saying, just curious, is this actually a clip from your stream, referring to the clip we saw earlier? And Yuki says, the thumbnail is clickbait, but I said what I said. I said nothing wrong. I said my opinion. And this cat individual says, oh, honey, that's not clickbait. That's pretty effing accurate.
Did I say that right,
and
Yukimaru?
Disgusting.
I think I
Yes,
did.
being called disgusting by the people who have an issue with someone saying leave kids alone is absolutely diabolical.
Waru,
but
damn it.
Of course,
It's Yukiwaru. It's like the Wario of Yukimaru.
what happened to the post? Well, my wife, Darling Straub here, had a very interesting experience. I saw this happen in real time. She came to me and was like, oh, you might be interested in this situation. She's like, check out my quote. And literally within minutes of her quote, on a post that had been up for nearly a day at this point, they blocked her instantly, and then they deleted their post. Now, I'm not much of a narcissist, but I would like to believe they might have seen what was coming here, and they tried to flee the scene of the crime.
Yeah, it might
but
be,
unfortunately for them, it makes them look worse, because not only are they bending the knee initially, now they're not even standing on business, right? They're spineless.
The problem is this doesn't do anything because people already have the screenshot. It's over.
They're not even standing by their decision. They're immediately nuking their post the second they get any sort of backlash or fear backlash. And it's always this, everyone's gangster.
Dude, I feel so bad for yelling at my clanker. I have to go apologize later.
Till this tweet has been deleted, which leads to really funny screenshots. Like people quoting the now deleted announcement saying, Waifu Wares continues to be the absolute GOAT. W Waifu Wares. And here's this reply here. Preach it. And of course, this is now behind a private account saying, I want Waifu Wares to be an inclusive and supportive community like I built up over the last 4 years, and to kind of preach those values. And here's another
Yeah, that's not preaching the values if you back out, dude. What is wrong with these people?
one saying, thank you for being amazing. We need more companies like you around these parts. And Waifu Wares says, thank you, Cap.
These people, they don't stand for anything. They don't even know what they stand for. That's why they back out, because they don't actually believe it.
Always gotta look out for the homies. Now, who's this individual? Because they're involved in the final wave of this video, which is people virtue signaling and trying to blacklist people and trying to basically ruin their career over this situation. And you have this VTuber, again, a small following VTuber who decides they have the power to blacklist people. So this was their quote to the original call-out post saying, wake up, see my new merch partner.
Yo, real talk chat. How mad do you think these people are at Yukiwaru? Because they probably were like, we can say whatever we want because we're bigger than her. How do you think they feel right now? They must be so pissed. They must be so mad.
We're talking about how they don't stand for transphobia and have cut ties with someone.
So mad.
Confused. See this video.
Oh, I love it.
Awful transphobic rants with merch company products all over the video. Oh yeah, that's how you get blacklisted fast. I'm glad individuals like this have the confidence to believe they can blacklist anybody. It's literally just peak narcissism, but what do you expect? But here's another part of this arc here, where we have this artist who apparently made the model for Yuki.
Let me guess. I already know the answer. They want to revoke it. They want to revoke
And this was their reply.
That's what they want to do.
I'm the artist of her model.
They want to revoke the license.
For years. I'm also non-binary. Hearing her say this
pre-watch
stuff
no, it's not pre-watch. What happened was there's this like AI dude that I think he has really cool content, Jorg, over on X, who tweeted about this, but it was like he tweeted about because I recognized the profile pic here, and it was basically about how there was somebody that was trying to revoke access to like a model, and I was like, dude, just use AI because these people suck.
A punch in the gut on top of her using the model to create AI images. I'm absolutely devastated by what's happening. And then the original poster says, I'm genuinely so sorry. I was feeling literally sick to my stomach, sitting there trying to process what I saw as a friend. I can't imagine how this must have made you feel, considering the way they're acting on top of all the AI stuff with your arts. I hope you're okay.
You know what we need to normalize, guys? We need to normalize everyone commissioning, demanding that they actually have full rights to the thing. Because aren't these the same people? These are the same people who are like, we should just pirate games. We should just pirate games because it's not owning, you know, if they can revoke your, you know, if buying is not owning, then it's not theft to pirate it. It's the same people. And then they're like, by the way, would you like a license for your VTuber model? We need to normalize people being like, listen, if I buy art, I fucking own it. I own everything about it. I can do anything I want with it because it's mine. We need to normalize that as being standard contract, to be honest. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, you can see two friends lost over this situation. Like, clearly you knew nothing about this individual if this came as some sudden shock to you. And you know what? Good riddance. Get rid of people like this. Filter them. These people were lying in wait for the moment you expressed 1 ounce of wrong thing to publicly disavow you for clout and activism on social media. But of course, the thread continues with the artist saying,
yeah, this is the one I saw. Yeah,
super okay. It's a literal nightmare. It doesn't even feel real somehow. Seeing the screenshot.
Oh my god.
So there was this VTuber, and then she commissioned me, right? Can you believe it? She disagreed with me on a thing. That's so fucked up, man. They should agree with me on everything. I can't believe this is a literal nightmare.
Of her doubling down as well. I wish I knew how we got here. It's just a gut punch and another gut punch. I'm not sure what to do yet aside from crying about it. Literal first world problems. You see someone with a different opinion than you.
Yours is short today, kind of longer, a little bit longer today.
Disavowing them publicly. Insane. Literal nightmare.
But still
by the
shorter
way.
than normal.
But then someone says, wish it were possible to revoke her rights to use the model.
Oh, there it
and
is.
The artist does a shushing emoji, implying they're going to revoke the rights of Yuki to
I need to go back and screenshot this so I have it forever.
that model. Which, by the way, if you don't have any sort of breach of contract that happened here, ooh, this is a really, really bad move. So unless there was some terms in the contract that would bar her from continuing to use this model, I would highly suggest not doing this. Okay, and even if you have the right, should you? Is that really the best solution here because you're angry about your friend having wrongthink?
The next time you think about, but the artists are lose their jobs. The next time you think of that, think about this. Think about this scenario right here.
Heaven forbid using AI, now all of a sudden you're gonna revoke their right to using the VTuber model. But of course, you can't stop the virtue signaling. After making the replies, they would make a separate post saying, I'd like to ask people to use the current situation as grounds to spread kindness and awareness. Trans people struggle, yada, 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 and they list a bunch of organizations, and one of them is Mermaids, which is an organization that targets children, which feels really relevant to this entire clip that got Yuki in trouble with these people, because this trans charity has routinely targeted minors. In fact, they admitted that they were selling binders to not young people, as this article suggests. No, it was children, including children between the ages of 13 and 16 without the knowledge of their parents or guardians. Thank you to this previous user for proving Yuki's point. You literally proved one of her points from her transphobic rants. Incredible. But of course, let's go back to this part. I want to use this situation as grounds to spread kindness and awareness while threatening to revoke her rights to her model. Yep. But also, this is another reply where someone says, respectfully. She's right, sorry you're lost in life right now, but you will find yourself, I'm sure. And the artist says, respectfully, go F yourself sideways, which is a very interesting way to spread kindness, is it not? But then this user points out something very obvious here. Also, at least I'm a man of my word. How about you? And of course, you can...
I'm taking too much heat. Off to the echo chamber.
See that they quit Twitter
all the way,
and now they're on Blue Sky. And just like every other Blue Sky user, they always come crawling back to this platform they think is so evil. But
they had to go back to the Yerk pool. It was that time. They had to return and slither into the water.
But don't worry, they're also active on the insane asylum that is Blue Sky, where they're making posts like this saying, remembering why I stopped using Twitter, I feel sick. Imagine getting to the point where freaking Powder, they lumped in Powder because apparently she replied, Powder agrees with your stance and takes your side. Hope it was worth it, Yuki. Hope you are proud. Narcissists, first world problems, delusions, it's all here, ladies and gentlemen. Like, literally log off of social media if you're this fragile. That's a genuine piece of advice.
Jeez.
That's my kindness to you. You seem way too invested emotionally in things that should not make you this upset. That's my advice. But yeah, very interesting situation, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, Yukiwaru is reaping the benefits. And of course, I'll put a link to her Twitter account in the pinned comment and description as well. Feel free to give her a follow if you like her takes or you want to check out her content. That's the only valid response to a situation.
Where's the follow, Rev? Where's the follow, Rev?
Situation like this, at least on my end. But oh yeah, also there you go.
All right, okay.
But anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please consider giving the video a like, consider subscribing, and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week live here on YouTube. But overall, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, that was a good video. All right, wait, I want to know what happened. So there's more that happened? There's more that happened? Okay, let's see the second one.